As you can probably hear, I'm not in my normal outdoor setting for landscape photography. Right now I'm downtown Portland, Oregon. It seems to be the only spot I could find to spend this one morning that I have to shoot. Lo and behold, it is still spring. Conditions are not good at all. In fact, I was really hoping, watching the weather last night and throughout this week, that the weather today was supposed to be nice, but not till later in the day. So I was really hoping to see that push back. Did not happen. Did not happen at all. Let me give you some context real quick. And I only bring this up because it gives context to my schedule of why I'm here. I have a very strict, rigorous workout routine that I stick to every single day, 6 days a week. Well, 6 days a week. And I work out in the mornings. Now, my job, I also work 5 days a week. Those two mixed together kind of leaves a very limited window for morning and nighttime photography, aka sunrise and sunset photography times. So in my workout schedule, I do have a 6-day split that I can move that one rest day, which is usually Sunday, but I can move it to whatever day I want to. And if I see that the weather has a chance to be good on a certain day, I will work through and to have that day off, which brings me to today. Today was the only day that showed promise, a slight chance of promise. So I decided to use this time, come down here to a very popular spot, which is down on the waterfront, which is the cherry blossoms, because they are in fact in bloom right now. And I figured, who else would try to be here on a misty morning, no sun coming through at sunrise on a Tuesday? My hope is to try to capture something that I like, kind of moody. I know it's not really theme of cherry blossoms or in bloom springtime photographs with moody feels. I feel like that's more of a sun-kissed kind of setting, but regardless, I'm down here and see what I can try to find, because this is a very popular area and it's impossible to come here and get any kind of good photographs on any weekend or good day. So I'm gonna try my luck. I'm here super early, still super dark. I'm gonna try to work and find some compositions before some light shows in, so walk around and see what happens. It's hard to find anything in this area because it's so chaotic. It's one of those chaotic scenes where there's so much to shoot and so many things. It's one of those things where we're gonna have to like zone in and really get intimate here. Wide angle shots and wide shots here is just, it's too much to capture in one image. So I'm trying to find something that really catches my eye to try to zone in on. Something that's always caught my eye is this kind of tunnel view, if you will. It kind of like zones in down under the cherry blossoms. It kind of creates this cool tunnel with a ceiling of cherry blossoms on top. And I think I'm gonna throw my fat lens on later and try to get that image, but other than that, I'll probably walk way down and see if I can find some more stuff. Again, it's still dark, it's still hard to see, so I'm trying to figure it out. Harder than it looks. As it gets, lighter and lighter, a lot more people going about, just doing their daily thing. It is downtown, it's super busy. Between that, just trying to find something. Like I said, it's so chaotic, like there's so much. Like one of those places where it's very touristy, but it's one of those places where it's easy to get what I like to call tourist photo, which is literally just, taking your phone out and just taking a picture of scenery, and that's cool. It's an everyday thing. Everybody takes photos with their phones, but I always wanted to do something more than, and I think that's what's hard landscape photography in this kind of setting, because there is so much to see and there is so much going on. It's really hard to pay attention to those little details in a scene like this. So I'm really trying. I'm struggling, and it's even harder with not the best conditions or lighting. So trying to let the light come out. Still hopeful, still looking. Might just throw the fat lens on and start filming the video with my phone. Beautiful though, I do like them, and the cherry blossoms are amazing, but it is hard. We'll find it, we'll find something. There's always something, right? There's always something. something. first composition. Decided to get vertical. Went up this little walkway with a really cool overview of this nice little circle. It's got a very good, like, almost leading line. It's like a semicircle of trees, and it kind of curves and goes out and leads along the pathway. So it's definitely nice. I'm noticing there's a lot of, this is obviously a popular spot up here because I see more and more photographers coming. So I'm gonna try to get this image really hard because my tripod's steering up and I have to use the neck extension, which means my camera shakes. So I have like my timer at like 10 seconds when I take the photo. Stay still, but we're at f8, 2.5 seconds, ISO 100. Kind of a nice cityscape while the lights are still on. Looks kind of nice. As it gets lighter and lighter, it's obviously a lot harder and harder to get pictures because a lot of movement, a lot of people are waking up, people are doing their thing. Finding a couple. I think I'm done being up high. I think I'm gonna start getting those close, intimate scenes I really wanted to do when I first got here. So I'm gonna head back down. So this is kind of what I mean by like the intimate scenes, intimate details besides all of this going on. I saw this little archway here and it really caught my eye. It's almost like a self-frame. So I figured I'd try to zoom in on that, pull that in as much as possible. It looks okay, it looks decent. It took me a while to kind of like move it around to try to figure out that composition, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't look at the broad picture, you pull in specific details in a chaotic scene. I'm really liking this because like there's just a little bit of light just passing on that one tree that's framed up kind of in the center. There's just a little bit of light hitting the foreground right now, and I think it's gonna be a good one. That's what I came here for. With an image like this, focusing on one little thing, I think to try to create some separation because there's no light to really give me that. Using a wide open aperture, I'm really creating a shallow depth of field with my lens to try to single out that one focus, that one subject in the shot. So I love this. The trees frame it perfectly. This one should be good. Well, it turns out I ran out of time when it came to this next shot, but I really wanted to make note of it in this video because it fits the theme perfectly. I was walking along and I found this tiny pool of water in the grass down by my feet, and it had all these petals from the cherry blossoms in it, and they kind of grouped together in the center, and they were just floating around, and it created such a beautiful reflection of the cherry blossoms overhead with this little group of petals in the water. And I thought it was really cool that we're all looking at all these cherry blossoms all around this beautiful scenery, and like at our feet at this little tiny area, there's this really cool photo and this really cool scenery. And I felt like this photo capped off this video perfectly because it's those small details and those small scenery inside of a bigger landscape that sometimes is the better picture than the whole landscape itself. All right. Back in the car, it started misting there hard at the end. I was constantly drying off my lens for that last shot. Yeah, overall, I think it was a good trip. That was a good little visit downtown. I've been down there in a while. It was decent though. Everyone was super nice. Photographers were out. Everybody was being extremely respectful, which I'm not really used to in a very public setting in a popular area. Everyone wants to get their shot. It's all about me. I've experienced that a lot in like big popular areas, so that was nice just to be down there. Everyone was relaxing. People always make fun of me because I bring my coffee cup with me everywhere, and I have my coffee with me. Morning shots, I like to drink coffee, and I like to do it from a coffee cup, not a thermos, so I always bring this everywhere I go. A couple people had said something about that. I thought that was funny. I even met a couple that were doing their photo shoot. Very nice couple. Adam and Sophie, very nice couple. They just moved here. She was doing her little bit with a umbrella, and she was so nice. She kept apologizing to me, like, am I gonna move your shot? This. I was like, no, you're fine. Thanks for asking. One other time she asked though, she was passing by my frame, and I was like, hey, do you mind? Can I take? I never have like a human subject. Can I just take one, like a portrait of you real quick? And I stole a couple. So thank you for letting me do that, and thanks for being so nice, I guess. It's funny when you meet a photographer and they ask you about Instagram, and I instantly like shudder and go, yeah, I got an Instagram because my Instagram, I just started this with photography and I have pretty much no followers. You know, it's a nice gesture though, and it's cool to see other people's work, so I do appreciate that. I'm super late for work, so I gotta get going. I got a bunch of job sites I gotta check on, and I gotta get to work ASAP. And that brings me to the end of this video. Just a couple of things to recap. Like, just when you're in such a chaotic scene, I struggle to always remember that I don't have to capture everything I see. What I found that kind of works best when there's so much to see is if you really focus in on the smaller details in a bigger scene. That has helped me so much more than frantically trying to capture everything with a huge wide angle and just trying to get everything in one shot. Everything that I see with my eyeballs, I want to put in one shot. Focus on the little things, the little details, the little subjects, the little sub-subjects of the subjects that really catch your eye. Those make great photographs. They make awesome, I feel they make awesome photographs. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. It supports me tremendously. That's literally the one thing you can do for me that would help me out. Please give the video a like. If you enjoy this kind of content, maybe consider subscribing. I'm still super new at photography, and I'm trying to document my past super beginner phases to try to bring this kind of content of what I see when I do when I go out in the field, and trying to bring in my experience honed in to what I'm trying to do for each specific location. So if you like this kind of content, hit that subscribe button. Please hit the notification button. I'm trying to put a video out every week. It's a little hard, especially when as it gets closer to summer and I get a little bit busier, but I'm trying. Which photograph was your favorite, the one I shown? Go ahead and comment below. Like photograph 1, 2, 3. If you liked one of them, let me know in the comments below. If you didn't like them, let me know. If you have some other tips and tricks when you're in such a chaotic scene and you want to let me know, comment that below too. I'm always open for advice and help, and I'm always looking to improve myself. So thank you guys for watching. Good Tuesday morning. It was a good Tuesday morning. See you next time.